Happy Tuesday!
I'm going to look into the speaker to talk because that's what John just told me to do.
But this is a microphone.
Whatever.
You're not looking into a speaker. If you're looking into a speaker, you're looking into the side of the computer.
Good morning, Lori. How are you this morning?
We're doing things a little different. We have the light, which you can see right
other way. Yep.
There. Right there.
Yep.
Look into the speaker.
Here, let's do this then.
Wow, that's a great idea. Would you have even noticed that was open?
Yeah, you can't really tell that it was open.
Wow, there you go.
And now you won't see the fan reflection. You won't see the light reflection. Look at that. Look how I fixed it.
It's amazing. I'm really
Morning,
stinking
Leslie.
impressed, honey.
Yeah, don't talk to me. Don't talk to me.
That was
Don't talk to me.
Brilliant.
Don't talk to me. It's been a rough morning.
It has been. What happened?
Well, it's just been early, and I had Spanish, and then I spoke to a client who I just found out her husband is terminal, and
wow,
so it's been a rough morning.
Wow, that's terrible, and
morning, Doug.
it isn't even 10:15.
It's not even no.
So yeah, we've had coffee and everything this morning. We got up early. I was
just coffee, just nice dark black. It's really good today. I don't know why. Maybe I just really needed it.
Did you brush your teeth?
Of course.
Then that's probably why. It gets rid of the gunk in the filter. It filters the flavors.
I don't think that's how it works.
I do. Just like the underwear fairy comes to me and brings me underwear.
Way to make John happy, Christy.
Well, thank you. Well, he's
so easy. Really,
fair enough. It's like that whole thing where for a guy you just show up naked and bring beer. I just don't need beer. I just don't. Now, if it's a Modelo, the Negro, what is it called?
Modelo
Negro. Yeah. That
Negro
really
Negro Modelo.
That is a fantastic beer. For whatever reason, I am not a beer fan, but if it's dark and it's flavorful and it's full of flavor, I like that.
It's flavorful and it's full of flavor.
That's kind of the same, but it's different because one is like pow, the other's just like. Pow.
Yesterday we were at the office and then we went to the fundraiser, which was done really well.
It was the Girl Power.
Yeah, Girl Power fundraiser at Jack's was a lot of fun. But before that, John and I wanted a quick bite because we were kind of getting hungry and we weren't sure, what we were going to eat at Jack's, which I had their fried pickles, which, they're really yummy. I just really like fried pickles. Although, just as they were delivering them, I got called up to go help John.
So and it took like 2 hours to get them. So.
And it took a long time. Yeah. Well, they were busy. I
understand.
I get it.
It's just a long time.
It took a long time. And so then by the time I got back, they weren't hot anymore. So they weren't as good as they should have been, but they were still deep fried dill pickles.
Let's jump back to lunch and talk about that.
But
so
yes,
what happened?
We ordered from El Payo next door to our office. And we had
thank you, Tony and Cheryl.
Ginormous stuffed avocado.
Was amazing.
We both ate it and were full.
Yeah.
And it was yummy.
And normally at those places, they have little tiny avocados.
Yeah.
Sometimes they'll give you 3, but it's still too small.
So these were big avocados overflowing with their ingredients, some fresh tomatoes and cucumbers on the side.
Shrimp. It was a shrimp-filled avocado.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I guess that's I guess not everybody knows what a stuffed avocado is. My favorite beer in Mexico or here, if I drink it, is Dos Equis Dark. Yeah, I don't mind Dos Equis myself. I do like the Especial, the Modelo Especial and Negros.
There was a restaurant many years ago that we would go to, and you would get the Dos Equis, and they would pile on shrimp on top of the can. And it was nice. They knew us. That was the one over by the car wash in Nuevo Vallarta. We've been here so many years. We've had flavors and tastes that we've enjoyed and have gone out of our way to get.
And this restaurant was, okay, so we've been here a long time, and there's lots of restaurants have come and go, and lots have stayed for a long time. It's so nice to go to a restaurant that know what you like. Like, there's a few restaurants that know that I do not like cilantro. So they will bring me my own delicious dish of pico de gallo with no cilantro, a little bit spicy.
Adauto's overdoes it for you.
Adauto's is amazing.
The table gets a little tiny bowl like this to share for 5 people. Christy gets a pail of...
The last time I got this huge bowl, and nobody ate it. Nobody else ate it but me.
It was so funny. Larry says, how are their oysters?
I don't like oysters, so and John's never eaten them there.
I've never eaten them there, but I have had oysters on the south shore of the bay. Holy cow. They were just...
My blush looks funny. Is it really like that?
Or is it just... It does kind of look like the 80s. You kind of look like Pat Benatar.
I'm having troubles with my blush lately.
So back
Hi,
to
Wendy.
the oysters. The oysters are so good on that south shore. They found them right there. The oysters are right outside the restaurant. And what was the name of that town? It has a shark in the town.
Tuito? El Tuito?
Maybe.
Was that where we went?
I thought El Tuito was in the mountains more.
I don't remember.
Who knows the place with that fiberglass shark that kind of arrows down and that guy, that town.
Good morning, Tanya. You're supposed to be waiting for Glenn. Get off the air.
What are you doing? You can't be drinking now. No, this is supposed to be the drinking show.
Happy hour. I know. She says, Sophia, are you doing happy hour? I mean, coffee time? Yeah. I mean, you mean coffee time? And she's like, yeah, happy hour. Because they watch it at night lots of times, Glenn and Tanya.
Yeah, it's funny.
She's laughing.
Yeah.
So, yes, Tanya's in town for a few days. I'm hoping to get to see her. I think we'll have her over Thursday evening.
You saw her yesterday.
Get to see her more.
Then that's what you should have said.
I hope I get to see you more, Tanya.
And what is this thing that people were saying yesterday? We were funny. We weren't meaning to be funny. It was just.
We talked about.
I really thought when she was coming in, she was gonna like put her arm around me and tell me how much she loves me. And instead, she's like, "Oh, my back is sore. Don't touch me."
I was stretching. And then we talked about going to Milan because we're such fashionistas.
And it was funny that I thought it was funny. Last night, I'm at the restaurant and I went through every piece of clothing: my socks, underwear, shorts, shirt, shoes, even the watch I am wearing, everything from Costco. Like I am a Costco poster child.
The shaver that you use is even from Costco.
Yeah. It's I'm a Costco kind of person.
Speaking of Costco, we need to run into town one of these days. Our stamp is ready for our new little books.
What?
It's in out by PTL, so
nice.
Good morning, Clem.
Also,
I saw you walk by earlier, Clem, but I was on a call with a client and I couldn't talk to you.
And also yesterday, Christy got a ton of blankets, towels. And we're going to get those towels embroidered.
Yeah. We're going to get them personalized. And so I'm excited about that. I haven't even opened the box. They're still in the car.
That was crazy. I can't believe you didn't open the box. You're like a child at Christmas whenever there's boxes or gift packages.
But they were very kind because they were going to deliver them to our office, but they weren't going to get there till like 5:30 or 6 o'clock. So I said, well, I'll be in town and I'll be at Jack's if you could do it. So they're texting me, okay, we're about 5 minutes out. Are you there? And so they came and dropped them off at Jack's, and then I went to lift it. I'm like, this is heavy. And the girl says, oh, I'll carry it for you. I'm like, no, it's okay. I can do. I just was surprised. I guess I didn't realize, but our team bought other things too. Like there's a few bags that they bought and stuff like that. So I'm excited to open it. We're going to bring it to the office later, but I'm excited to open it just to see what these other parts look like, these other things look like, and how could I envision our logo on some of these other things. So maybe a tote bag and a couple of towels or, something like that. I think that would be kind of a fun thing. So I'm excited to see. My hands are cold.
Eventually, I suspect we'll have like a little warehouse with all these gifts, and we'll just say, for you get this and this and this, and you get nothing because you were a jerk.
That's not very nice.
I know.
Heard of another mugging near the Sunshine Bar. Can you get bear spray there?
You can get bear spray here. Christy bought some. Christy bought some. It's terrible that there's muggings. Unfortunately, as the town grows, these hoodlums show up. As a population, we may want to keep an eye on these people.
Yeah. They did get photographs of the two guys on the motorcycle that had a rake. My guess is so they could grab bags and backpacks. it's disgusting what's going on. And these older women that have to get home before dark, so they're not walking alone in this is Bucerius, you guys. It's really bugging me that this is happening. I'm very rarely out alone at night because John is usually with me because he's like my shadow.
I'm like lint on a sweater.
That's a better way to word it, because at least your hands are warm. Turn the fan off. I'm freezing. All of it.
Okay, normally you're turn the fan on, and I'm like, no. Now today,
I'm cold. I can't help it. I'm cold. So yeah, it bugs me that these guys are doing this, and it's bugging me that we can't catch them.
Well, here's what we need to do. Just take photos of everybody. As you're walking around and stuff and you see these young guys on motorbikes and stuff, take photos.
John actually was he listens to this guy that it's like an active self-defense or something. So he shows
active self-protection is the name of the channel. Watch it. It's amazing.
So today I was just listening to it in passing when I was sitting there, and he was talking about in Thailand or Singapore or somewhere, Thailand, I think, where scooters are very popular, like they are here, the little motorcycles and stuff here. If they're doing something that looks odd to you, pay attention. Yeah. Like, don't just ignore it and thinking, oh, well, that's weird, but what are they doing? Take your camera and take your phone and take a picture, because these guys have to know that we're onto them and we're watching them.
Yeah.
And
everybody's got a freaking camera and a video camera on them.
Because people are getting hurt. And not the right people. I'm sorry to say that, and I'm not usually like this, but it's bugging me. When I was listening to this one lady last night, she left the fundraiser early because she didn't want it to be dark by the time she got home. And I'm like, that pisses me off. This shouldn't be. This people should not have to be afraid of that. So
I'm with you on this one.
Something has to be done, and I don't know what the answer is. I mean, we do have patrols out. We do have lots of.
Well, do you remember the old days when there was all these robberies happening in the Golden Zone, and when they found them, they kicked the crap out of these people. Yeah. So much so, I don't know if they could walk again.
But see, they can't. Things are being too publicized now. They can't get away with that kind of stuff anymore. So I don't know what I don't know what the answer is. All I know is that when I hear of people saying that they're scared to walk in Centro or down Lázaro Cárdenas, this is a tourist town. I don't know, and I don't know what the answer is, because we already do have police out there. We've got the vecinos groups that are watching the neighborhood, and people are reporting. I don't know what the answer is, but something has to change. I feel for these people, like these people that aren't feeling safe in their own towns. I've never felt that way. I'm a larger person. John and I are both big people. And I've never felt unsafe, but I know what I know what it would feel like to an extent. So I don't know. It's really bugging me. Really bugging me.
If she's bugged, holy cow, that blows my mind.
So anyhow.
So please start taking photos and videos just of these random young people. It's not old people that are on motorcycles and stuff. It's teenagers. It's like the 20-something. You need to take photos of them so they know you're watching. And then if something does happen, you can go, oh, check out this. This is the person right here. So yeah, we need to start doing that. And I think it's just fun to make people, because you're in a public place. And if you're in a public place, you can have your photo taken.
Yeah. Yeah, make them uncomfortable. Make them worried.
Yep. I think that's a great idea.
And I get a lot of these videos and stuff because I'm on a few of the neighborhood groups. And so I see, and people are, and then lots of people have their CCTV cameras or whatever they're called, their security cameras.
We've
not
got some.
In a box.
We've got some in our
not
bedroom.
In a box. That are taking pictures of people just on the street. And they happen to catch some of these guys because of that.
Yep. That's a good thing.
Yeah, Katrina is saying it's going to drive tourists into the all-inclusive resorts, and the smaller businesses will lose out, and that's very true too, because they feel safe on the resorts because they don't go anywhere, and the resorts really promote that. I know they used to. I had cousins that stayed at the Decameron, and they don't go into Boosterias, and this was
When it was
18 years
safer.
ago. Don't go into Boosterias; it's not safe. Don't go on. Don't leave the resort. It's not safe.
They were lying to people to keep them on the resort, and all it was doing was damaging. You can't do that. So this is why I think this is.
And Doug is saying that we don't feel unsafe, and there is a lot more police present there. No, and that's it. I don't feel unsafe, but some are because of the mugging. Some people are feeling unsafe because of that. And
I think for us, it would be very easy to create some type of association, like a neighborhood watch or whatever. But one with money and teeth behind it, because so many people are Airbnb-ing. You've got the hotels.
Well, no, the Vecinos in the Golden Zone are they are asking for money to help support the police and stuff like that. Like they do ask for money for that.
Excellent. I think that we should be not demanding, but encouraging the people who have a vested interest in our community making it work. We need to make it work.
Yeah.
And we need to do something outside of government, because government cannot be trusted anywhere in the world. Sorry.
Well, let's do something for downtown, because I don't think there is anything really truly active in Centro.
Okay.
So anyways, we'll get on that. We'll get on that.
So we will need your help, though.
Business owners and
Well, and when I say help, I mean money. No, honestly, none of it will go to us. I mean, we don't need the money that way. So yeah.
It would be volunteer for us. And
yep. Okay. So what else is going on besides? Well, it was a great event.
It was a really good event.
Wednesday is International Women's Day. I don't know why everybody gets a month except men. Even in Mexico, Father's Day is kind of like meh. Mother's Day, national holiday, banks are closed. Father's, meh. But International Women's Day was going to be on Wednesday because we couldn't make all of this work. It happened yesterday. So in Jack's, it was International Women's Day.
That's right. In the premises of Jack's alone.
And Las Mambas played, and there were some visiting guests, all women, and they were all great. They really were great.
It was, you know what? It was really fun. It was really a good, talented girls. There was one girl, and I missed her name, but I think it was the one that sang the Selena song. She was really good.
Yeah. Well, there was Bonnie, Yoali, Gina, and one other person.
I know, and I gave my ticket.
If you have the ticket, please take a look at it.
No, you shouldn't have your ticket.
Fair enough.
You had to turn them in. That's how we counted.
So there was 5 with a bonus draw when you walk in. You got envelopes. We had 2 50-50 draws. That was crazy because we had the auction. There was 2 baskets. The same family bought both baskets, or same family of
That's
people.
That's because John wouldn't let me keep bidding.
No, they bought both baskets. Then 2 people at that same table won both 50-50 draws.
And they
gave back a large.
They gave back the majority of the money.
6,000 and 5,000 pesos.
Bill.
They gave back to the group. So I mean,
I thought that
that's
was
11,000
awesome.
pesos that they gave personally, plus the 4,000 for the baskets. So that table
and
right
tickets
there,
and whatever food they bought.
That table right there represents 17,000 pesos to the food bank, and it's 450 families that these people are helping feed.
No, the cameras are in a box in our bedroom, Larry. Jolene.
Larry, that's kind of funny. No, they're not plugged in.
Morning, Ree.
In fact, they're in a new box for 2 years.
They're still in the original box.
And we know a guy.
We don't even know if they work.
We can call 2 guys, and I think it's 350 pesos or 500 pesos per camera that they charge to install. So there's people here that do everything. They really do.
And then there are some that do nothing.
It's in the bedroom. The cameras are in the bedroom, Larry.
Okay, on that creepy note, we do have to go because we've got to get some stuff done today.
All right. I wish we could stay and fight some more.
I don't think we're fighting yet.
That dog is that's an annoying dog. If you love hound dogs, come and rescue that one, please.
He's not. He doesn't need to be rescued. He's
just
he does. Lonely.
Yeah, he's lonely, and that's not.
They take good care of him, but he's just a lonely dog, and he's barking because the neighbor, the guy that owns the horses, is out with his dogs, and that's why Lucky is barking.
All right. Well, we are done here for today.
Yep.
Thank you so much for joining us. We will see you tomorrow, more than likely. Same bat time, same bat channel. Maybe a little earlier, maybe a little later. We don't know.
All right, you guys. Take care.